Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Through Black and White Eyes for Inside Scoop. Some amazing information has been sent. I really do hope it's all true. As we always say, we always tell you what we've been told from certain areas. We've had people look at the information and I'll tell you what's been said about it. But 9 players, guys, 9 players we are seriously considering looking at. Obviously, we won't sign them all. Eddie Howe said in his press conference there won't be an overhaul of the squad. But what does that actually look like and what does that actually mean? A complete overhaul would be 11 players potentially. But if Eddie Howe thinks we can go into next season without an extra 5 or 6 bodies into this team, he's we're in for a bit of a rude awakening, to be honest with you. There is no way without 5 or 6 players can we compete in 4 competitions. Thursday night, we had 3 left backs and a right back on the bench. That needs to be sorted out very, very, very quickly. Injuries coming back, but you're always going to get injuries. We're play high intensity football. He drains the life out of the players, and we see the best of that on the pitch because of it. But Joe Linton broke down in the warm-up, had to be subbed before the game even started. We've had ASM break down twice, 3 times this season, I think, in total. It's hardly played a game because of it. So we really do need to get at least 5 or 6 players through the door is what I would like to see. Club might think 4 or 5 maybe, but let's see what happens. I've been told the budget, and it's been already, we said this a few days ago, and even the idiot said it on TalkSport, 200 million. We think between 200 million and 250 million. There'll obviously be some player sales which will help towards that budget, but we have to go big. We have to sign at least 5 to 6 players in my eyes. And these are the ones that we are very seriously looking at. There's a surprise names in here, which I was a bit like, well, he's already gone to a certain club, isn't he? So, but you just never know. Everyone said Botman was off to AC Milan, and look what happened. We ended up signing him. And we were always confident as well. But the first one is Sabozlia. Talks advanced. He's sold on the project. We're happy to pay the soft release clause. I'm not too sure what that means, to be completely honest with you, what the soft release clause means. But we're happy to move this forward. The player wants to come. He's 22. Fantastic. He can hit a ball from distance as well, which we were crying out for last night, weren't we? Last night on it was last night. God, I'm knackered. It was last night against Leicester. We were crying for someone to smash one from 30 yards, 25 yards, whatever it would be, to try and break the deadlock and try something different. And we just kept on probing and doing what we did. So Bosnia will be an excellent signing for us, and it's very close according to this. Now, I mentioned a surprise name. This is the next one, Zhao Min. Now, apparently Man United have almost sewn this up, apparently, according to a lot of the media sources and everything that's been said. But we're willing to meet and listen, but has had positive talks with Man United. So yeah, positive talks there, but he is willing to listen to what Newcastle have got to offer. Now we have Champions League football, guys. Things can change. You know, you flip a coin, comes down heads. You flip a coin, it comes down tails the next time. So we have a very good chance of signing Zhao Min, who would be an amazing centre-back for us, alongside Botman, having Shaw's competition, or him for competition for Shaw. You just don't know. But that would be an amazing signing. Ramos, we've mentioned him a few times, but he wants another season where he is. So Ramos is off the table. That's the update on him. We did say we were interested in, but he wants another season at his club, which is a bit of a shame. Next one is Diaby. Champions League qualification is key, as wanted the move since last season. Amazing. We've got the qualification. We've done it. So that means Diaby has got to be close. We've got to be. I mean, the owners wanted him. Amanda Stabley said Diaby is a player that she really wants to see in a black and white shirt. So Diaby could be closer than ever now. Kifram Turam could be first through the door, though, which is very, very interesting. I would love that. I would love that. I love his brother as well to come. And I think when I come down to the next bit, you'll understand why I said that. Mads, deal is in place, price to be renegotiated if Leicester relegated. So that's interesting. So obviously we have a deal in place for Maddison. If they stay up, obviously that's going to cost us more. But if Leicester get relegated, which is, I mean, very, very possible now. We will renegotiate because his price will go down, because he's definitely going to want to, he'll push for a leave. So we might get him at a cheaper deal, which would be amazing. And again, 19 goals and assists this season. Absolute fantastic player. Would love him in a black and white shirt. Tinery, we're hearing deal is done. And that's been said through quite a lot of places, to be fair. But Tinery is definitely a done deal at left back. So fingers crossed that information's right as well. Coqueret, believed to be not ready yet. He was a player that we mentioned a few weeks ago on one of our Scoopy videos. But he's not ready to make the move to the English Premier League yet, but he could be someone for the future. And the last player on the list is Ugarte. If we don't get Kifram Thuram, Ugarte will be the player we'll move for next. Now, Liverpool have been tipped to sign him, but again, no Champions League football. So will Ugarte, who's played Champions League football, he's played in the Europa League for Sporting Lisbon as well. Will he come to Newcastle instead? Now, he's the player I really want, but Thuram would be cheaper. But Ugarte has got a release clause, so it's very, very worth keeping an eye on that one. I'll go to the next bit of information, which sort of gives a bit of a backup of what we've been saying. But before I do that, please hit the subscribe button if you enjoy my videos. Please hit the thumbs up. It really does help. Don't forget to check out Benfield Benfest 29th and 30th. It's this weekend. Amazing tribute bands over 2 days. Get yourself some tickets and enjoy your bank holiday weekend listening to some famous tribute bands, playing some famous songs by famous bands. So please consider it. And a massive shout out to our new sponsor, Dire Crow Shop. Please check out the description for their shop. The link is there. They've got some amazing Toon merchandise there. The Nick Pope, The Wall, obviously the playoff music titles and bands. That will be a t-shirt we'll be giving away on Twitter next month. So please keep an eye out for their socials as well as our social medias. And get following, and we'll be giving away a t-shirt to a lucky follower next month. Right, so I've given you all the names from one person. So we give these names to a few sources and a few media sources as well, and ask them, are we on the money or are we not? And this is what they came back with. So Boslia, I held talks with this player and his agent's talks advanced, now being handed over to legal to sort out contracts. Ashford will do the key parts to negotiate the full contract. Amazing. So that backs up the information. Zhao Min, information's not backed up. So basically, these people have said no. They don't think that's an option, but hey, who knows? Ramos, we wanted him last season, but he said no. We have Isaac now. So Ramos looks like he'll be a no, according to this source. Diaby has always been one of our top targets. However, price is a massive issue at the moment. We've been talking with the player and agent since January. So we're obviously finding it difficult to find a broker a deal, but Champions League football now, so that could all change. I haven't ruled that one out. Kifram Thuram, we have had a private medical assessor sent over to do some tests on the player, as there seems to be an injury that's come up on scans that needed looked into. So that's very interesting. So that's extra information to back up the information that we were given earlier in the day. We've had it verified and with a bit of extra information on top. Maddison was top in January. The player wanted to wait with current team. However, as far as we are aware, Maddison is a standstill now. Ashworth spoke with him and agent. Fees are becoming a problem. So that doesn't back up what the first one information says. The journalists that we know who we give this information to, this is what they're saying about Maddison. So a bit of a standoff at the moment with the fee, but if Leicester go down, it's going to be very interesting. Champions League football on offer. We've got money. Will we invest it into him? Tinery, a lot going on behind closed doors with him and Arsenal. We will discuss in a few weeks. So we've said done from one guy, the other, this one saying not quite done yet. Coqueret is a player we've had scouts watch for months. Too soon to say with him. So that's interesting. Well, we've said next year potentially, but one that we'll keep an eye on. Ugarte, they're saying nothing to say for him, but we know he's been scouted because we've heard from the scout who scouted him and said that there was an issue with his temperament. So that brings everything to a conclusion. So Ugarte, maybe something, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. But again, that's amazing information coming from lots of different areas. Some of it backed up, some of it not. You make of it what it is. Always said, I'll always tell you what we're told. That's the whole idea of this. It's not to say, look, hey, we're in the know. This is what's going to happen. This is what's not going to happen. It's not. We get told things. We want to share the information. We want to start a conversation, a sensible conversation about the summer window. So we want your thoughts on all those players in the comments. Tell us who you would like, who you wouldn't like out of that list, and throw some names that you would like as well at us. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please hit the thumbs up. It really does massively help. There is super thanks if you want to donate. There is a membership option, which we obviously do free prizes, members prizes. If you sign up to be a member, it's 99p a month. Hit the subscribe button, which is completely free. It really helps us to get to 7,000, which is our aim. And yeah, thank you for watching. And don't forget Benfest this weekend. Please contact Benfield if you would like to get some tickets. A great non-league club, really needs support. Trying to buy a new pitch, and that will be a great weekend over 2 days. Lots of tickets already been sold. Lots of beer will be drunk. Get involved if you love your music. And finally, a shout out to our new sponsors who are going to be donating a t-shirt every month that we'll give away. First one's going to be given away on Twitter, and then it'll be given away to members of this channel in the future. The Play on Music, they look really good. I'm getting the Nick Pope, the Wall one. Can't wait to get it, and I'll show it off. And that's the one we'll be giving away next month. Can't wait to do that. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up, and I will see you next time, guys. Take care till then. Goodbye.